I am your funky militant, Hadar Jones. The tribe is here.
Hey, what it do, what it do?
Be sure to check us out every Sunday night from 6 to 7. Follow us on IG, Twitter, Instagram, right? That's what IG is. And YouTube, The Garage Apartment. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube.
Man, check us out.
Got a good show coming up. Got reactions to the fight last night.
Woo.
Got NFL. Got NBA. So talk to me, fellas. Let them know who you are.
That boy G Jones.
It's D-Mac here.
And Ahmad, of course.
So, I don't know if y'all know or not, but last night we kicked off our show.
First inaugural.
We had a special edition of the Tyson Fury Deontay Wilder fight,
Yeah, that was a good
which
fight.
turned out to be a better fight than any of us anticipated.
I hope y'all enjoyed our fight cast.
You know what I'm talking about?
Those of y'all who could hear it.
Yeah. So we
Hey, it was first inaugural. It was our inaugural, man. Yeah, January 19th is gonna be better.
Live radio.
So hey, we appreciate y'all listening to us. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you was here with us, so we appreciate that.
Yes, bless.
All we ask is, hey, stick with us, so we gonna give you what you want. So, let's talk about it, fellas. The fight. What do we take away from the fight last night?
It went exactly how it was supposed to go.
It went exactly how it was supposed to go. What do you mean by that?
It took Wilder a while to get where. It was last second, but he was searching and he found it. He was searching. He kept searching every round, and he finally found that connection.
So how much was that because Wilder fought a bad fight, or was it that Tyson fought a better fight?
Tyson fought way better than I anticipated him. After having been laid off for so long, I didn't think he'd be that quick. His head movement was way better than I anticipated. I just think that's the reason. I just think that's the reason why boxing is not working like it should, man. Because I don't understand the judging. I just don't understand the judging. I don't see how one person could see the show. They could see the fight as being one person won completely, another judge says another person won completely, and a whole other judge says that no person won.
Right, because one judge had it four rounds, 5 points Wilder. Mm-hmm. The other one had 5 points Fury, and then the last one had it even, dead even.
Yeah, that don't seem like they were judging round by round. That seemed like they got together in a huddle and said, okay, what'd they say, dude? Okay, how can we make this all right, who gonna pick Fury?
How much of that is Wilder saving himself, though? Because, I think we were all in agreement that Fury was winning the fight, right? But after Wilder knocks him down twice, can you really say, all right, he beat Wilder, even though he dropped him twice?
Well, they need to have. I disagree with the mandatory points. They really need to do something about that in boxing.
What you mean by that?
Okay. 10-9, right? If nobody gets knocked down, right?
Right.
You got to give the guy a 9.
Right.
I've seen fights where a guy didn't get knocked down, but it should be 10-0 for that round. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be able to give the dude 9 points. All right? I've seen other fights where a cat got knocked down, and you probably could have made it to 10-10. He just got knocked down.
Can you have a 10-10 round if you've been knocked down in it, though? Can you honestly say you still won the round and he dropped you?
Have you ever seen people come back from it? Cashes get saved by the bell sometimes.
Yeah, you might.
You have to rate the round. Just because you get knocked down doesn't mean that you got to get, a 7? You might have had a better. It could be a 10-9 round and you just fell. You got knocked down. It doesn't have to be mandatory 10-7 and a mandatory 10-9. Okay? I've seen Roy Jones fight guys, right? and they didn't get a punch in a round.
Wow,
And
breaking
you gave them
news.
10-9.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, the Packers just fired.
Hey, adios, yo.
We were just
They did that
discussing.
right.
We were just talking before we came on
He
air.
didn't even make that plane ride.
Wow. We were just, before we came on the air, we were just talking about the Packers, and DeArce made the comment that they need to fire McCarthy. In breaking news, McCarthy has been fired. Do they play tonight?
Nah, they played already.
Oh, they play. Oh, so they've already lost.
Yeah, they already lost. Yeah. Yeah, they said, yo, Mike, you flying commercial.
Yeah. Come on, brother.
It was like, you remember that vacation you was talking about? You can go on here and take it now.
You're not getting on the charter.
So
That's well deserved, though, I guess.
is Green Bay a job people still want? Well, I guess as long as you
Yeah,
got
why wouldn't
Aaron
it be? You have
Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers there.
Right, as long as you got Aaron Rodgers, that's a job you want, right?
One of the most historic teams.
Yeah.
But defensively, they're bad.
But you have
Not really.
a quarterback. You have the quarterback. Like, that's a great job.
But you know how they always said that Holmgren, when he got there and he was able to get Reggie White, because people didn't want to go to Green Bay. Let's face it, you got a bunch of black athletes, young black men. Green Bay, Wisconsin is not the place they want to be.
Not to mention it's frozen 10 months of the year.
So is it a viable job? Because is it a destination that free agents want to go?
Well,
That's
I
what
mean,
matters.
they still use USA currency, right? So I guess if you're a millionaire in LA, you're a millionaire in Wisconsin. If not, maybe more.
But
It's not nearly as fun.
If the GM doesn't change, then they don't go for free agents like that. That's
You
not
only
what
there
they
for
do.
6 months a year, though. Is it 6 months? They ain't even there 4 months?
No, but you have
6
to make
months.
a home. You have children and all that type of stuff, man. You're gonna be there. You're gonna live there.
Yeah, but you play once a week.
It hadn't even gotten cold yet.
What?
Yeah, that's the sad part of
What,
it.
in Green Bay? What you
Yeah.
mean it hasn't, gone below zero, or it hasn't gotten cold
It
yet?
hadn't even gotten cold.
It hadn't gotten as cold as it's gonna be.
Right.
These games are almost already over. I mean, done with football. So,
I can't even remember. Did Green Bay make the playoffs last year?
Yes, we did.
Who'd they lose to? That's crazy. It's gotten so fast. I can't even remember, right?
Yeah, we just
McCarthy, McCarthy.
Oh, we lost to Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Lost to Atlanta. Yeah, on some revenge type deal.
Third longest tenured coach.
Are we saying McCarthy's a good coach, though? Because he does have a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he
He's been
does.
there
That he does
13
have.
years.
Now, granted, on his Super Bowl year, they were 9-7, but he does have a Super Bowl.
I mean, hey, it's a Super Bowl.
How many coaches in the league have Super Bowls?
Not everybody.
Not so. I mean, other than what? Belichick, Gruden. Who else?
It seems like it was his
Tomlin
time,
has a
man.
couple.
Tomlin has one.
Tomlin's got
Tomlin
one.
has one?
Tomlin
doesn't have a
has
couple.
one. Yeah, he has one.
Gamal with the affirmative action. Gave Tomlin an extra one.
What you want? No, he's got a couple.
He
No, he
has
doesn't.
one.
He has one.
He has one.
Who coached the
Over Arizona. He has in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
Arizona, Larry Fitzgerald, 98-yard interception return
Right,
by
right.
what's it?
Musclehead.
Yeah, Muscle.
By Musclehead.
He has one.
Bicep head.
My man got the other one.
Who's that? Oh, Coward.
Coward. Yeah, he could.
Yeah, Coward's got the other one.
So you got Tomlin, you got McCarthy. Tomlin, McCarthy, Belichick. Nobody else in the league has one.
Nah, man, they don't.
So, does that not in itself buy him some more time?
He had 13 seasons
And one Super Bowl.
and one Super Bowl. He's had the greatest or second greatest quarterback
For half a season.
But wait.
6 years.
Let's be fair. Because they were definitely almost in the Super Bowls many of those 13 years.
Oh,
Almost
how about?
gets you
Let's
fired.
take a pause here, though. We'll talk about that later. We still got to talk about the fight recap, though.
Yeah, but I mean, we had breaking news.
Yeah, I
But
mean, we
yeah.
broke into the
Okay.
McCarthy, man.
Well,
McCarthyism.
yeah. McCarthy.
That's not nearly
Don't
the
at
same.
me at it.
Yeah, it didn't work out for him here, but yeah, I mean that changes everything. That just sort of threw us for a hell of a loop. We were just talking about that.
I mean, we
We should
literally
be
just
GMs.
said that.
Yeah, we should be GMs.
Yeah, you can pay me. Yeah,
I'll
I'll
run
run.
Cleveland to the ground.
Why would you
Yeah,
do
easy.
that?
Because somebody else has done it.
They do it.
Everybody else.
They've
Speaking
been doing
of-
it for like 30 years.
Yeah, since we transitioned in the NFL, though, speaking of Cleveland and the game today against our hometown team,
Congratulations,
the Houston
Texans.
Texans.
Yeah, y'all said it was a trap game.
It was a trap game.
What makes it a trap game? It's the Cleveland Browns.
That's exactly what makes
And
it
the
a trap
Houston
game.
Texans could have easily
Coming
lost
up with
that
the
game.
Colts. The Colts had a trap game today. They looked past the what you call it
They did not score.
and did not score.
Next week is the game.
What game?
They got the Colts.
Not
The
anymore.
Texans got.
No, we could rest people.
Man, no. We gotta clinch the division, man. You gotta clinch the
It's
division.
already
For second
clinched.
place. We're going for home field advantage.
Hey,
We
hey,
could rest people.
It would
ahead of
definitely
the
make.
Matter of fact, we need to rest our quarterback.
It
Yeah.
would definitely make a major difference to actually have to have New England come to Houston versus, although they probably gonna get a home game.
Matter of fact, they should rest just the quarterback and have
Can't
the whole
rest anybody.
and have
yet.
the whole O line play quarterback.
You
And when
cannot.
they
get out
rest
of here.
it. You're only
know.
9
To see how it
3.
feels.
Yeah, they'd be like, yes, I need to step my game up.
Yeah, to see how it feels.
No, first off, you got to win more than 10 games. They ain't never won more than 10 games in a season. Do that.
They're at what, 9 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 9 and 3.
You talking about resting
They're gonna
people
do that.
now?
We could we could still beat
Who?
the Colts, the Jags.
Everybody in the division is awful.
Everybody in the division.
Yeah, but how many more games do we have against the division? We only have one left, the Colts.
We got one against the Colts. We played the Jazz.
We could play-
We still got to play the Eagles.
Play Philly.
We
The
could,
Eagles,
we
get
could
outta
win
here.
with J.J. Watt at our quarterback
No,
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 you
stop.
cannot.
Okay.
You're talking.
Okay, stop being
blasphemy.
ridiculous.
against Indianapolis.
Yeah, let's not be ridiculous. But I will tell you this: what I said in here in our, remember our demo show we did over there on Blessed Beats, and who did I say was AFC Super Bowl contender, and y'all laughed at me.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
said the
because
Texans
we
would
had-
be.
Time out. The
President
Texans
and
are not a
McClain
Super
on
Bowl
that.
contender.
Well, the Chiefs are down a running back.
This is true.
Okay, so the path is there.
But does that make the Chiefs worse than the Texans? You think what?
It makes the Chiefs worse,
They're more vulnerable.
much more vulnerable.
But are you saying that the Texans are better than the Chiefs simply because they lost a player?
I think they're just as good.
Our game travels, bro. We have
That means they
defensive
become more
line.
one-dimensional. That's one person you don't have to think about.
We have a great defensive line. We've got a great quarterback. We've got a great wide receiver. Game travels, man.
Do they? I mean, don't get me
doesn't
wrong. We
matter.
got defensive players,
Because if
but
we
the
got to go to
defensive.
Foxborough, it ain't traveling. Man.
Thank
It
you.
travels well everywhere. It's gonna travel though.
We got defensive players, but
Look at it right there. Look.
do we have the defensive scheme?
Yeah, see, like we could jump
Yeah, we
right
got
past the
defensive
Chiefs. The
scheme.
Chiefs gonna lose a couple more games.
We got defensive scheme. We could beat
The Chiefs
Pittsburgh.
won. They playing the Raiders. They should have won.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. The Raiders they're trying to get that high.
Yeah,
draft pick
it's
too.
40 to 30 with 40 seconds left. Raiders
It's
got the ball,
40
though.
to 30.
Yeah, the Raiders got the ball though, and see, with 40 seconds left.
And outside, like
What's they gonna do? A 10-point play?
I mean, you know, as they say, stranger things have happened, but nah. But the Chiefs will probably lose again, and then I mean the Texans will be
They
right
gotta
up there.
play
equal.
Denver again.
Let me see.
No,
the Chiefs'
they're
schedule.
done with Denver. In fact, I think they're done with their division. Almost
lost to
everybody's done with their division.
They've lost to Denver, right?
They did lose to Denver once.
The Chiefs got the Chargers.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. They got the Ravens next week.
Yeah.
No, that's the Ravens or the
Uh-huh.
Raiders.
They got the Ravens
The
at
Ravens,
home next
okay,
week. They got
okay.
the Chargers at home week after that on Thursday night
That's two
on the
hard games
13th.
right there.
That might be a loss. The
Yeah,
Chargers.
they got the Seahawks on the 23rd.
That might be a loss.
where
And then
is
they
that?
close with the
Where is
Raiders.
that?
Wait, is
In
it in
Seattle?
Seattle? Oh,
It's in
that's
Seattle.
a L.
Yeah,
That's a
the
L.
Seahawks gonna shoot
That's
their
a
way to
L.
win that.
Shout out, got my Seahawks on today. I'm not a Seahawks
Cheaters,
fan,
bunch of cheaters.
but
yeah.
I always
They
like
are
the
a bunch
colors.
of cheaters.
Who's a bunch of cheaters?
The Seahawks,
Why?
because they cheat.
In what way? I know
referees.
you're not talking about something 6 years ago.
No, I'm talking about Monday night 2 weeks ago.
How did
when they
you-
did not. Those 2 passes were incomplete.
What are you
Okay.
talking
He's
about?
talking about the Packers game, right?
The
Yeah, see,
referees
stop
and
it.
the Seahawks are two totally different entities.
And they work as
can have-
one somehow.
You can have a bad referee and still not say they're cheating.
Right, and then a bad referee may not necessarily cost you the game, because even though
They've
you might have
cost us the
had,
game every time.
oh come on.
And call's gonna be bad on both sides.
Nah,
So-
they ain't never not that bad.
Well, no, they will be bad on
They
both
are,
sides.
usually.
Now,
If you're talking
I
about
can't
bad
say
referees.
evenly.
If you're talking about bad reffing, all right, the Raiders kicked the field goal. So they got 30 seconds left. They're coming from
Oh,
the
that's the
outside.
30 seconds left in the game. Oh, that's
Chicago did that.
stop it,
Chicago
stop
did
it.
that and almost won their game.
Yeah.
Field goals
What's
out
up,
the
Snow? I
onside.
see you out there.
Hamad with us too on Instagram.
What's up?
What's
Mod?
up, Amon,
Yeah,
baby?
Hamad, yeah.
Mod's
And
our
then
R&B
92
insider.
Cal.
Wichita
Yeah,
Black, baby.
He's our
Wichita.
R&B correspondent.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but okay, so we were talking
Hey,
about
Mod
the
should
Chiefs.
have a show up here called Nice and Slow.
Yeah, I know. He should
Hey,
do a quiet
hey,
storm
say,
for real.
not too much on my homie, cause that boy, that boy been R&B.
Dude, that boy has not gone. He has not gone to an R&B show this year.
I know he could really be a
He's been to,
correspondent.
like everyone. Hey, y'all should check out his IG lives and stuff. His stories, man. When there's a concert out, that boy is there
Hey,
for real.
hey,
All right, so back where we were. I'm sorry.
hey, I mean,
Yeah, we can shout out the homie, but yeah. Hamad say true.
The kids say facts.
Hamad say true. But yeah, man. So we were talking about the Chiefs, so I guess this leads into.
but wait, but
Okay.
we gonna go into the Chiefs. But
Okay.
so who's next in line for Green Bay's job?
Oh God.
Who fits Green Bay? Who fits the Green Bay job? What does Green Bay need? We know they got
What's the
that
coach in
bad
Oklahoma?
man.
Tony Dungy.
We got that bad
coach in
Tony
Oklahoma.
Dungy. You think he wants? You
Riley,
think he?
what's his name?
I don't think he wants it. I think he would be great at it.
What's
Who?
the coach from Oklahoma?
Luke.
Oh,
The coach from Oklahoma.
yes,
You think he gonna leave Oklahoma to go take a Green Bay job
yes.
and put that unnecessary pressure on him?
Bit of a buzz saying that he is gone now.
It's- What pressure is it when I give you about $30 million?
For when I'm a guard at Oklahoma, I'm gonna leave Oklahoma to go to Green Bay.
The city of gods.
The city of what
How
guards?
many NFL jobs you think are better than Green Bay?
I was
No,
gonna
no,
say,
no. Don't
Green
get
Bay
it
is
twisted.
always a great.
Green
that
Bay
is
is a
that
good
is
job.
Elite.
Who is going to be the right fit for Green Bay?
I just told you.
Whoever keeps Rodgers there.
Well, Rodgers ain't going nowhere.
You're right.
Well, he
And then
signed
how
him
many
for
more
6
years do you have out of Rodgers? Aren't you supposed to start thinking a
I'd
little
say
bit
about
ahead
3.
now?
How old is Tom Brady?
Man, Tom
Rodgers,
Brady.
come on now. Stop
Let's
it.
look at his stats in this game.
Stop it. Rodgers and Brady.
The game
And
he
even
just
though,
won?
even though Tom Brady,
won, the team won the
Look
game.
at the stats. He won the game, bro.
The team won that game.
even though Tom Brady is still doing it at 41,
Matter of fact,
42,
what's his name? There you go. Number 8 won the game for them.
he only has, he only got what, maybe 2 more 3 seasons in him?
Who's that?
Tom Brady. And 3 is
No,
a
he
stretch.
has-
3 is a
He
stretch.
has one.
Yeah, I agree. I think
has
3
maybe
is
next
a
year.
major stretch. 3 is
Next
a
year,
stretch.
if he doesn't get creamed during the playoffs this year.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So y'all got the Chiefs not gonna lose the Chiefs not gonna lose the division, are they?
Nah.
No.
Not too far
I
ahead.
mean, they're already 10-2.
I don't know. We said 3 L's. We gave them 3 L's, right? We said Seattle's an L. We said
No,
the
no.
Chargers might be an L.
Seattle will not be able to score with them. Still, without Kareem Hunt, they were barely using Kareem Hunt as is.
What? What Chiefs you watching?
The ones that they throw deep to Kelsey and the one to Tyron Hill.
So now
No. Well, at all, I mean,
They barely go to Kareem Hunt,
nah, but
they
you need
scored
that
40
running
points
back.
today.
Yeah, they still did.
and Kareem Hunt was not there.
But they were playing the Raiders. Like, stop it.
That's true too. That's true
I mean,
too.
that really is of no consequence. You can't really gauge what they did. What you can gauge is how bad they are defensively.
You think they horrible defense? Because every now and then
Not
they'll
going
pull out a
against
stop.
Hey, not going against the Texans.
54
they're
to
not.
51 and all
But
that
then
other
that's
craziness.
against another outstanding offense.
Not
though.
going against the Texans.
And if
they're
you
not.
really remember watching that game, how many times did penalties give the ball back to the offense? Like defense was making plays, but how many times were they giving back the ball? On both sides, how many times were both teams giving back the ball? That's why we had over 100 points scored. Like the NFL don't even want you playing defense anymore. How many times have we watched the game where a defense makes a stop and they give the ball back to the offense?
But we just watched the game where the greatest show on turf was held to what? 129 total yards? Under 200 total yards with New Orleans and Dallas. So they let you play defense. They just don't want you to kill anybody out there.
No.
Oh, God. Well, see, yeah, well.
That has nothing to do with it.
Nothing to do with what?
Because how many times do we see the ball being given back? And it has nothing to do with a hit. It has to do with defensive holding, automatic first down,
Hey, that's
5-yard penalties, automatic first down,
That's that Seattle
pass
offense.
interference. That's why, like everybody keeps saying the ratings were going down because of the protest. I honestly think it was going down because the quality of the product has gotten
Well, I'll tell you.
horrible.
That's that Seattle offense.
You throw the ball down the field as far as you can. You get a penalty. Okay, now we score.
That's
We
that
either
Seattle
score or we
offense
kick a
for real.
field goal. I haven't seen any action, and then you kicking the ball back off, and the team does the exact same thing. Like, how bad is that? That's horrible.
I enjoy the.
Well, no, see, that's what they wanted. Anyway, they want the casual fan. That's what keeps the casual fan in there. That's why you can't play defense. All
Right. I mean, I understand
See.
scoring keeps.
So much of defense is intimidation, and you're not allowed to intimidate
Yeah,
people
you're not
anymore.
allowed to do anything now.
Okay? I mean, that's
Hit
why any
somebody
dude,
coming over the middle.
yeah, any dude that ran track
There's something
nowadays can
called
play
a
receiver.
defensive. What is it? Defenseless receiver.
Yeah, defensive
Did you see the one they called today on Julio Jones? The dude who hit Julio Jones? Like, really? And this is why I'm saying, to the point where Julio hadn't even hit the ground yet, and he was already like, hit me in the head. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I know.
Stop it. Is that that's what we doing? And don't get me wrong, safety is very important. Because ain't nothing worse than seeing an old football player that can't stand up, can't walk, can't count to 3, can't do none of that stuff. But come on. Come on, man. They got to still play football.
Yeah.
They got to still play football.
Yeah. Well, I think that they completely killed a lot of it. Any dude that can run track now can be a wide receiver. Part of being a wide receiver was being defenseless, taking that hit, and making that catch.
Absolutely.
And
Jerry
you
Rice.
don't need to do that anymore.
Jerry Rice became the greatest of all time because
Anybody.
he would come up the middle.
Anybody.
Not only would he catch it, but he would outrun you on the
Yeah.
on the inside slant, and he would turn a 6-yard slant into an 80-yard touchdown.
Yeah, exactly. He ran that slant to perfection. A lot of guys won't. I mean, well, they run it now. Anybody can. It doesn't take anything to be a receiver.
Well, right,
anymore.
you're right. Now anybody can. You're right because you know ain't nobody gonna be there. Ronnie Lott is not sitting there waiting on you.
He might be there, but he can't touch you.
Steve Atwater's not. Look, Steve Atwater's not waiting on you.
Okay, because, all right, like the play in the Texans game, the catch homeboy made, it was a beautiful, where they should have got the touchback. All right.
Oh, when he fumbles the ball.
Right, when he fumbled the ball. Now, that's a catch where a guy would have thought twice about making that catch 20 years
Cecil
ago.
was coming over the middle.
Exactly, because your head would have been taken out. So you can jump up there, jump
Bubba
all
McDowell
willy-nilly,
was coming
leave
over
all
the
your
middle.
ribs exposed.
One-handed.
You can come into a headshot. It doesn't matter because nobody can hit you anyway.
I mean, I don't necessarily have a problem with that. The part I have a problem is
I
you
don't either.
penalize a defense for playing defense.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about the hitting. I get that because you gotta definitely do something about the game. Number one, because they are way bigger and they are way faster. If you allow these gigantic dudes to play at the rules that Jack Tatum and Mel Blount and them used to play at, somebody's going to die. Somebody's going to die on the field. So I definitely get that.
They soldiers though.
I just don't understand that you getting the ball back every 2 plays because somebody held you 6 yards downfield.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but you've been, well, yeah. I mean, but you've always had that 5-yard chuck rule.
No, remember they started that with the Patriots
No, they had that.
with
even
Ty
back
Law
in
and
the
them
day.
boys.
It's only in college football where you can, and high school where you can touch the guy all the way down the field. It's just that the ball's in the air. So, yeah. But I think anybody can play wide receiver these days, especially with those gloves they wear too. That's why you see all those one-handed catches. I want you to, anybody listening, go to Academy and go to the sports apparel section. Get the football gloves they got and just
see
touch
how everything
and
just sticks.
Just feel the underhand of them. It's worse than stick them now. Okay, like that's why you see all these one-handed catches. These dudes ain't that great.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, Chris Carter played with no gloves. A lot of people played with no gloves. So yeah, that's why you see all these one-handed catches. Just go touch a pair of them gloves. We was wearing batting gloves, really. They were glorified batting gloves.
Yeah.
And
It sure was no lineman gloves or nothing like that.
nah, but I mean, I remember playing at a time when you you wear those gloves, and as soon as it started raining, you got to take those sun guns off.
Oh yeah, when it got cold,
When-
you had to take them
yeah,
out.
you
They
gotta
wasn't
take
even
'em
keeping.
off.
They wasn't even keeping
Yeah,
you warm.
They got slick, so
They wasn't even keeping you warm.
it's a completely different. The equipment helps these.
Oh, Texans
Help
on
these guys out.
Friday night in America. I mean, with football night in America, Texans on it. You're listening to the Garage Apartment. Check us out every Sunday night from 6 to 7. Follow us on Twitter, IG, Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Please do. We're live on YouTube right now
M&Ms.
at the Garage Apartment. So, okay, so we're gonna get into Kareem Hunt any chance?
Yeah, we going to get the Kareem Hunt. Also, we working on getting the phone lines on.
Yes.
So hopefully next week y'all can be able to call us in, you know, hey, ask us some questions, give us some comments,
Cuss us out.
give us some criticism, cuss us out, tell us how smart we are, how stupid we are. And hey, you know, we appreciate that. We appreciate it all. Kareem Hunt.
Oh yes. Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt. First thing, Chiefs still scored 40 points. Do they need them?
That's the first thing.
Yeah, they need him.
Yeah, do they need him?
Yes,
They do not need him.
they will need him.
They will need him.
Yes.
When?
They will.
When they
the
face who?
playoffs.
When they face who?
When they face the first playoff team.
I disagree. They
So
don't
they-
think they need him at all.
Man, you need a running back, bro.
You say they're losing. They're losing. So they're losing their first playoff game
Yep.
because of Kareem Hunt.
Yes. You have to establish the run. No matter playoffs, you have to establish the run. It's a whole different season. None of that flying that running gun. It may not work that day, so you're gonna have to lean on somebody you know that's really going. And he used to do it. Now that who is their backup?
Spencer Ware.
Ware. Don't act like you don't know.
Went off with Jamal Charles a couple years ago.
Know what I'm talking about?
Hey, they all probably went off on the Texans. The Texans started the game.
Charles.
Last time we played, the first time we played KC, they just kicked the ball off, and we was already down 7.
So
I mean,
They have
they
no
gonna
need
need
for
them.
him.
They will need them. That cold weather, that no-fly zone is gonna be very short and different in the playoffs.
they struggled in the first half. How much of that is because Kareem Hunt is gone, and how much of that is because of the late release of him?
I mean,
Yeah, that happened at
Yeah, you know, it happened on what, a Friday? It happened on a Friday.
the plan had been made. They said he featured in practice and then went after practice had to go to the offices and never came back.
Wow.
it's like we need your playbook,
Need it. Come bring the playbook.
Just like they
And
just.
your key.
like it was on Hard Knocks and whatnot.
So he says he know he was wrong.
Yeah, naturally.
He said that
I would hope he know he was wrong.
they said they released him because he was dishonest.
He lied to
He
him.
lied to them about what actually occurred.
It was like, you said that girl was black.
How much of that?
Oh,
That's what he said. He's
How
like, hold
much?
on, man. You can't be pushing them girls like that. It's egregious what you did.
Now.
How much of it is how much do we believe, first off, that they didn't know anything about the videotape. So once they became aware of it, now they're forced to make a hand. I mean, they responded the way they did, or how much of it is. Oh Lord, everybody has seen it now. Because this is eerily similar to the Ray Rice situation.
Yeah.
From what I read, the NFL knew about it and knew the tape was out there.
But they didn't know what was on the
They
tape.
didn't know what was on it. They could not get it. They had not been able to get the tape.
Because it was the hotel security tape. It's
So-
a little bit more difficult to get that.
So how does TMZ have better access and better investigators than the NFL?
Because TMZ can offer you $50,000 for the tape.
Like the cash
Why the
money.
NFL can't?
That was right.
Why can't the NFL
They
offer that?
can, but it's probably not.
got paperwork to
Yeah,
go
it's probably
Man, that's a drop in the
unethical.
bucket,
Yeah,
man.
it would be,
Yeah,
but it's
it
probably
might be, but
unethical.
you
is what
gotta-
I'm thinking.
FBI
You gotta pay people to pay people to pay people.
Well, no, because they're not looking to charge him with anything. They just trying to investigate an incident. That's nothing different than human resources or internal affairs at a job trying to find out about an incident, right?
Yes, but
Yeah, it's the
NFL
same
ain't
exact thing,
trying
but
to
your
pay
job
nobody,
ain't
man.
paying the security guard to give the tape that he.
Oh, you saying that's how they got the tape? They
Yeah,
did it.
man.
They did it on some under the
Somebody
table
got
deals.
paid for
Yeah,
TMZ
somebody
to
got
get it.
cash.
TMZ comes and offers you $50,000. You got access to that tape. You're getting that tape.
Hey, somebody got moused. What do you say?
You
Straight
got
cash, homie.
Straight cash, homie. Straight cash, homie.
Yeah, but
That's all you gotta offer somebody. Straight cash.
it's pretty rough. But I mean, do you think he's going to be indefinitely suspended like Ray Rice?
Meaning, is his career over?
Yeah, indefinitely
I
suspended.
honestly
Which
think
means
it.
fired.
I think it is.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
I think it is because think
That
about
second
it.
woman,
Everybody, other than this craziness with Reuben Foster,
Yeah.
everybody who has had a domestic violence incident
since
is
Ray
out
Rice.
of the league since
But I
Ray
mean,
Rice.
you know, in Kareem Hunt's defense,
That's on
he
video.
could have kicked her a lot harder.
But-
He could have.
He's 23 years
This is
old.
not we laughing, but you're right because he kicked her, but it wasn't with the intent to hurt her.
it was
was
not.
more like pushing her down, like shut up,
He could have kicked her a lot harder.
like you shut up.
Yeah, like when I saw the kick, I was like, well, that was
Is your last name Zendejas?
But no,
He could have kicked her a lot harder.
Kicking nobody.
He has no business though.
I
Yeah,
would
he
rather
did. That
you
was
go
just dumb.
heads up on her than
He
try
has
to-
no business, and I don't want folks to
At
think
least
we.
you could be like, say, I was trying to get out the situation, like.
No, he can't say that. Not looking at the
Yeah,
tape.
there was no self-defense in that.
No, I'm saying not, but yes, not.
There was no
Well, no,
self-defense
she
in
did
that.
slap him. And I was the crazy part. I was reading the article and they was like, she slapped at him. I was like, no, there y'all go. She slapped at him. She slapped him.
But he kept coming back.
But then again-
they removed him from the situation a
Yeah,
couple of times.
yeah. His friend,
That man
his friend
pushed,
did take care of him.
that
And,
man pushed his homeboy.
I mean, knocked him out, pushed
Pushed
him.
another girl.
Dude was dazed.
Dude.
Dude was on the ground like he had been under the pile of a fumble.
Like his name was Fury.
But look, I don't want nobody to think because we laughing that we taking it lightly or that. You know, I think we all in agreement that
I'm taking it a little lighter.
there must be.
Did he not listen to the Joe Mixon year?
That's my point. Like, do you not have references on how this is gonna play out? Nowhere in your mind did your antennas go off and say, "Hello, self," and self say, "Huh?"
Yeah, well, that's what
You
Larry
need to
Johnson
chill.
Said. That's what Larry Johnson said. I read Larry Johnson saying that he was very disappointed.
Yeah,
He should
very
learn from
disappointed.
him and all the mistakes that he made.
Absolutely. Larry Johnson went from being the leading rusher to 2 years out of the league.
Yeah, but see, it wasn't a lot of video around back then, so he was able to come back. It's the video that makes it worse, because really, it's the video that made the Ray Rice thing worse.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
Just the optics, just the image of it.
That was way worse than the Hunt thing.
That was way worse than the Hunt thing, but the craziest part is he still had even more references than that. There was no video of Greg Hardy, but he's out the league. There was no video of what was the other dude in San Francisco, not Reuben Foster,
Yeah, I
but the
know
other
that.
one.
Yeah.
Crazy drunk man.
There was no video of him, but he's out the league. Like surely you know better.
Yeah. But see, Ray Rice, I even give him a little bit more
How
credit.
old is
'cause-
Kareem Hunt?
23.
23.
23 with how much money? At least 30 million.
30
No,
million?
not
No,
on
he
this
doesn't have
rookie
30
contract.
million.
Not on this rookie contract.
Nah, that boy, 5 minutes from broke.
He might get. I was gonna say he might be getting $350, $350,000 a game, maybe.
A game, not a game.
Maybe.
Either or.
On this rookie
That's
contract.
a rookie contract.
That's
He
what
ain't
I'm
getting
saying.
that much. He probably not making $1 million a year.
Either
Nah,
or.
Say you got 1.6 last year.
That for the whole season.
Yeah.
That's 100,000 a game.
1.6 last year for the whole season.
That's 100,000 a game. Yeah, he in trouble.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, but he in Kansas City too, so that's like $100 million though.
No, it really isn't.
It is.
Nah,
all you gotta do is eat.
A lot of
He's in
barbecue.
trouble.
Yes, that's all you have to do is eat.
Barbecue.
You see all those
Barbecue
guys
sauce.
he had with him?
Exactly.
At the hotel.
Man,
So
I'm
he's
like,
paying for them too. Nobody mentioned them being
Only
NFL
guaranteed
players.
770,000.
See,
that's what I'm telling. That dude ain't getting no money, man.
and now
But
your
okay,
contract is voided.
he's very young.
Third
He's
round
good.
pick, Toledo.
He's very young. He's good. Nobody's taking a chance on him. Are they staying away with him? I mean, staying away
I
from
mean,
him.
it just happened.
He's gonna
Yeah.
play again. I think he's gonna play
He's
again.
got to. He's 23.
Yeah,
He's gonna have to be
23 is too long.
real
He's gonna
humble.
play again. Yeah, if he acts right.
He's gonna go to Dallas.
Cause see, that was how they were able. That's how they were able to justify not signing Ray Rice. They were trying to say, "Oh well, he's reached that age where
Yeah,
running backs
yeah,
are."
Yeah.
Cuttable.
Well,
If they honestly thought he was good enough,
it's the point where running backs decline and the amount of money you got to pay a veteran
Right.
is so high that
Exactly.
it just made more sense for nobody to sign him.
but Adrian Peterson was able to survive.
Yeah, Adrian Peterson hit his kid with a switch,
No.
and there was no video.
But they were pictures.
Yeah, but it was.
Go heads up with Adrian Peterson and see what happens.
That was half and half.
Yeah, but
I'm not going heads up with anybody.
lot of
That's
people
why
didn't
we
feel
we
Adrian
are
Peterson
playing.
did anything
That's why
wrong.
a
Adrian
lot of people
Peterson-
did not feel Adrian Peterson did anything wrong.
Like, there's not
He-
too many
I was
people
gonna say,
saying
I don't know,
domestic
they-
violence
poll
is
people.
okay.
He hit his kid with a switch.
Y'all don't remember? Y'all don't remember the outrage?
Oh, I remember it
I remember the outrage
distinctly,
on a lot of things.
distinctly. But number one, that happened in Houston, well, in Texas, right?
That happened in
So,
Conroe.
so there is a clause in there
Conroe
where you
County.
are allowed to have a certain amount of corporal punishment on your child, as long as you don't hit him in the face and stuff like that. You're good. You hit him with a switch or your hand.
Switch.
Well, actually, it's
good.
supposed to be your hand on their bottom. Mm-hmm. Trust me, I remember.
That's
I
what-
used to
Yeah,
work.
but-
I used to work with them, so
yeah,
I know.
but it
It's-
depends.
Oh,
Yeah, but it depends on who your prosecutor is, all that stuff. So, yeah, AP got the benefit of the doubt because it was his child. Actually, with Ray Rice, you know,
That was so bad.
it was bad.
That was so bad, bro.
It was bad, but I give him more credit. It's gonna sound bad than Kareem Hunt because now bear with me. All right,
Yeah.
that was his wife, and your wife knows how to push buttons. If it's a wife or a girlfriend, somebody you know, I can understand them. Where Kareem Hunt should just turn around and walk away from this fool.
But see, right, because it was just like she ain't nothing but a thot, right?
Ain't
But
nothing.
anyway,
why
but-
are you so mad at her that you gotta hit her and well push her, shove her, and he really shoved his homeboy
Yeah,
into
but
her is
damn.
what he did.
But he
you know.
definitely kicked it.
He could have
But
kicked
he
it so
kicked
much
it.
harder.
Bro,
He's the
but then
steroid
again, it
football
goes.
player that takes car accidents every play.
Go back to. I mean, it still goes back to the point. Provocation is not justification.
No,
man.
it's not. It's not.
It's not
You have to be careful.
justification. And we have to, even though they might be 10 off on us, we have to have that extra level of restraint, number
you do.
one, because we are physically superior. And I ain't trying to sound misogynistic or sound like a chauvinist, but we are physically superior. So the moment we do decide, especially being enraged, being angry, that we are going to strike a woman, that is not
Nah, you
going to go.
You can't. He messed his whole deal up, poor guy.
And not to
was
mention,
about to
you know,
get
being
paid, though.
not to mention being a male, we kind of got a responsibility to protect women, even the thoughts.
And protect them from themselves.
Thoughts need love too.
And
lives
we'll
matter.
protect people from themselves.
Thoughts lives.
Thoughts
no.
lives matter.
Hashtag thought lives matter too.
Yeah.
God dog it.
Yeah,
And
'cause
they do. They keep
T-shirt.
Hey, they keep this world together.
right, because that's the story, right? She didn't want to smash the homie, right?
That's her story. Her story was she didn't want to smash the homie, so they put her. Well, no, that's theirs. No, I can't.
That's her story.
That's her story. She didn't want to
story.
smash the homie, so they put her out.
His story is that she was just belligerent and racist.
No,
and
yeah, his story is this, and she assaulted one of his
Yeah.
female friends,
fighting other people.
so they put her out.
Yeah.
But supposedly one of the homies still gave her $20 to catch a cab home.
Yeah, that wasn't enough.
But she refused to leave, and she was beating on the door and making all kind of noise.
Yeah, well, the
and
homies
then-
got to be smart. The homies got to give her $2,000.
Who got $2,000?
Kareem
Hunt don't even got $2,000.
He wish he would have given it up now.
We just said what he gets paid per game.
Yeah, he would have had it. He wish he would have given it now.
Not in February.
He wish he would have given it
Look,
now.
the season over with. It's February.
Yeah, that's messed up. But see, the cops showed up and the cops didn't arrest anybody.
This is true, but that's because they told a completely different story.
Yeah, but the cops had access. Well, they probably didn't have
access to
video.
They probably could have
Immediately.
gotten it though.
Well, yeah, but you got to go through a whole process and
Man,
get
the cops
warrants
like,
and all that.
ain't you Kareem Hunt?
You think that's what they did?
He's like, nah, man, we need you to play tomorrow, man.
No, that was in
This
Cleveland.
is in February.
In Cleveland. In Cleveland.
In Cleveland.
Oh,
in
yeah, because he went to
February.
Toledo. You're right,
From
yeah.
Cleveland. They was like, man, we need you to play for our squad, man.
Nah, man, that's crazy.
Yep.
I like I said, 23, he's going to play again. He's got to play again at some point in time. But he does need to show some sort of contrition for what he's done.
Oh, he didn't have to show a lot of that.
Yeah, and he will be suspended.
He gonna have to cry.
He'll have to go through that
Man,
whole
He had to
program.
cry. He gonna talk about his
They
I saw my mama get hit.
It can't be
Oh, my
inauthentic
auntie
though.
get hit.
I was gonna say, his
It was so
consultant-
hard.
His consultant gonna have to be like Mike Vick, man. He's
Yeah,
gonna
he's
be
gotta
he's gonna have to
take
be
the
on the
big
Mike
year.
Vick tour.
It can't be inauthentic though. It cannot be.
Inauthentic.
No. He's
It
gonna
can.
have
It's
take
got to be.
acting
It
classes.
cannot be disingenuous. It's got to be like. But then again, Joe Mixon is in the league.
That chick was tripping on Joe Mixon.
And he took his year.
He did.
He did take his
He
year.
took his
He
punishment.
did
took
take his
punishment.
And he is cold.
But that chick was wilding out with Joe Mixon.
Again,
See him not wanting to get outside?
provocation is not justification,
Look here,
man.
I'm a daddy of a daughter, and
Exactly.
I'm teaching her. Look here, if some fool is done talking, just walk away talking.
Absolutely. No, you should teach her that because I do. Hey, I feel the same way.
Yeah, baby.
Even though being provoked is not justified, that don't mean provoke him.
Yeah, I know. And you might get him arrested, but your jaw still broke.
Don't think he won't hit
You know?
you.
Your
Please
jaw still
don't.
broke. Baby, you don't want to walk around. You don't want to make through the wire part two. So, at the end of the day, I think we need to do a better job of teaching all young people conflict resolution.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But,
Too emotional. Entirely.
that should be a subject in school.
Conflict
resolution.
They getting rid of all the counselors. and
Well,
Oh,
technically,
man.
isn't that what social studies is supposed to be?
No, social studies is.
No.
No, that's what social.
It's
skills
literally
is
social.
supposed to be.
Is conflict resolution not social?
Yeah, it is. But social studies is
Hey,
Francis over
look-
here.
Look,
That's history.
I was gonna say
That's not his. That's
Oh,
geography.
that's geography. You're right. That's geography.
But
That's
when you
geography.
take social studies,
I was gonna say,
it's all
social
connected till you
studies.
get up.
History and
social studies conflict is there was World War II.
Yeah.
That's a social.
Actually,
studies
that's
conflict.
social
Can't
studies
that
teaches
be-
you to be
Can't that
violent.
all be avoided if conflict resolution is being taught?
Nah, that man shot that man in front of everybody. You get that round back, bro.
Oh Lord, man.
That's what. Hey, make America great again. We bull.
Make America great again. Make
bully.
America great again.
That's
Make
what we about.
America great again.
All right, so we gonna touch up on some NBA.
Yeah, let's talk about NBA.
So, I'd rather do college football, but let's do
What
some
is the Rockets gonna do?
What is the Rockets going to
Yeah, I know,
That's
man.
about how bad they are. What?
Yeah. Okay. Also, language arts is very important.
Oh my gosh.
Because what is the Rockets going to do?
Hey, that
And
is,
I'm very disappointed in my co-host for
my
uttering that sentence.
And not only that,
But God bless you.
they need to know that you cannot write a paper the same way you send out a text.
Yeah. Well,
Please don't say I cannot see with the letter C.
well, my very educated co-host
LOL.
just said,
What is the Rockets gonna do? He did say that, and the sad part is he and I bear the same name.
what is
And
we gonna
parents.
do? What is we gonna do?
However, I love him dearly.
yeah, I know it.
I
As
love
do
him.
I, but I'm just saying.
What is
The
we
son of
gonna
an
do?
educator.
What he
the
say?
Son of an educator.
The son of an English specialist. The son of an English specialist. Shout out to Mama. Hey, Mama.
Yeah.
Love you, boo.
I love Miss Sand.
You know what I mean? What is we gonna do? First off, we's gonna get you into some adult classes.
We's going to the north. We's going to the north.
Rockets though. Rockets
11 and 11.
11 and 11.
In the ninth spot.
They say 500. They're gonna have a nice little.
They gonna end up being 500 all year though. Didn't we see this already?
No, they can't. They better not be 500.
Remember when they went 41 and 41 with Dwight Howard? Did we not see this already?
Oh God! Hey, you want
You want to talk about
Mr. White?
You want to go there yet?
Want to talk about Mr. White?
Hey.
Men
He
on
had surgery,
basketball.
by the way.
Hey,
He did
that
have
boy
surgery
Money Mike-
and is out for several months. That is
That boy
confirmed.
Money
For
Mike
a
said-
buttocks injury.
How can it get worse that this comes out when you got a butt injury?
That boy Money Mike say, "You ever seen a pit bull and a chihuahua?"
What she say on that commercial? You ever seen a mule kick? What's it?
A double mule
Double-
kick.
No,
Like,
but
dude, who is gonna
hey, look.
who's
The
gonna deal with that tall ass, broad shouldered man?
bro, the details on Dwight Howard are even worse if you read anything.
They are.
I hate I read it because Dwight Howard is the first player to I've ever heard of that pitched and caught. That's what the person alleges. The person alleges.
I was gonna
that
say, you think it's true?
Dwight. I
think it's true.
Because supposedly, according to the source, the source has done things like this before, and
Look,
things
look.
have been disproven.
If the source called you on the phone, what would you say? Man, what? Who? I don't know you.
Never
like-
denied
You wouldn't be
his
sitting on there
situation.
just talking to them. They know each other.
Oh, so it's recordings of them
Oh,
talking?
God,
they're
yes.
out there.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest
Oh,
with
yeah.
you. I stayed so far away from this.
I know.
mean,
I
it's
know.
Would be best.
Dwight. I mean, it's like Dwight or woman. I don't know what day he want to be called right now. So he was like, Dwight, you be going to sex parties
Yeah.
and going raw in them. I was like,
Oh,
whoa,
God,
Dwight,
I
what is
know.
really
He said it on the recording.
Yes.
Yeah, and
It's a
Dwight
phone
didn't say, what you
conversation.
talking about? Who is this?
This is
He never once said that.
Man, this is what we're doing now.
Nor he didn't.
Man,
Nor did he hang up.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I
still
know.
out there for those that are wondering.
Yeah,
Check
I mean,
it
it's
out.
going to be out there. I think it's dirty, for, the person to come out, but at the same time,
It's
when,
just ironic that he now has.
when you're hiding things,
Video
if you're a heterosexual man and you're married and you're hiding an extra woman, if you're hiding a whole lifestyle, you got to pay the cost to be the boss. And gotta pay
Charlamagne
for
brought up a good
discretion.
point, though. He was like, so, those who are from the LBG, I don't know all the letters, LBGT,
LBGT.
Q,
Q,
Yeah, Q's.
A,
WXYZ.
WXYZ. That's insensitive. Stop.
That is very. It's
You
LGBTQ.
stop it.
It's LGBTQ.
Y'all will not act this way.
I'm not. It's LGBTQ.
Nah,
because
and I don't really mean that at all.
yeah, because
I
this
love
is
them.
what happens when you have an environment where a person cannot live their truth.
Right.
Then they have to be hiding. That's where the down low comes from.
But then the point was brought up. So if you're a member of that community, right? Mm-hmm. How can you wanting to be accepted so badly then use
Man,
that as a weapon, weaponizing that
Hold on. Somebody brought
to
that.
shame them
Good
into.
Check it.
So now you're using that to shame them. You're using it as a weapon to shame them, which is then it completely compromises your position of trying to be accepted as a whole.
That's so interesting you say that, though, because I had that conversation at work, and the person brought up that same Charlamagne point, and I was like, well, look, black people do that, too.
In what way? Please enlighten me.
Okay, you know how we always get mad at people like Sammy Sosa, Dominicans who say, I'm not black. You black? Your mama black? Your hair nappy? You're from Africa. You just as black as me. So we try to shame with the black. Just leave them alone. But I understand what you're saying. But there is a source of societal shame for that sort of, especially in the world in which Dwight Howard resides. It's a very macho world. He's an athlete.
Right.
Plus,
And he's
Dwight was a
African American.
very
He's black.
sheltered
Right.
child.
And he's a very large man.
Very large man.
Just
Just
a
looks
very
cross.
sheltered
Yeah.
child. He didn't do nothing in high
Can you
school.
imagine?
No, I cannot, nor do I want to. And now, no.
Big
no.
6'10" Joker, his ankles behind his ears. That shit
Oh,
crazy.
my God.
Shut up.
You are listening to the Garage Apartment.
Yes.
Check us out every
Man.
Sunday night
Oh,
from
Jesus.
6 to 7.
Yeah.
Follow us on IG.
Hey, next The next fight cast.
Oh, yeah.
January 19th, y'all.
Yeah.
January 19th, we gonna do.
Broner and Pacquiao.
There we go. Adrian Broner and Manny Pacquiao.
That's what the
Check
Filipinos
that out,
in my
man.
job call him Pacquiao.
We're going to do
92
another fight
kills.
night show, similar to the one we had last night.
Yeah.
Those of you who hung out with us, we appreciate that.
Yes, man.
Again.
Yeah, I wish we
Everybody
recorded
on
that.
IG Live, everybody on Facebook Live, we'll holler at y'all. Subscribe.
Make
Yeah,
sure you
please.
subscribe.
Everything is the garage apartment.
Everything is the Garage Apartment. Everything at the Garage Apartment, the Garage Apartment. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter.
Yeah.
Follow us on Facebook.
How does the game end 0-6? That
How?
Indianapolis has to win.
How do they have to win? I mean, this is what the Jaguars are supposed to have been doing.
Wow,
all year.
look how happy they are, though.
Yeah.
That's wait. So we haven't clinched the division yet? We're 9-3. They're 6-6.
They're 6-6.
How many games are left? 9-3. That's what.
That's 4 games.
Oh,
left.
that's why we haven't clinched the division yet. Mm-hmm. We got to win 2 more games.
Well, not according to
Well,
Coach,
if they win
Coach
tomorrow.
Jones over here. Coach Jones will have Jay.
Nothing, man.
That's right. If they
Coach
win
Jones
next
will
week,
have Deshaun Watson sitting down.
Exactly.
they win next week. They win next week. They should clinch the division.
Yeah. I'm happy.
Sizzle.
For the boys. Yeah.
T Sizzle
I'm happy for the boys though.
for
So-
the Texans.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm not a Texans fan.
Is this not fool's
I mean, I
gold
am.
though?
What? Is it
No.
not?
Is this not fool's
Why?
gold?
No, I mean it's
Wait,
exciting.
because let's think about it.
It's in Fitzpatrick back there doing this.
No.
man.
Let's
It's
think
exciting
about it.
is what
Who
it
are
is.
they beating? In all actuality, they're beating bad.
They're beating the teams that are on the
teams.
schedule. That's all you
They're
can do.
playing their first
This is
place
true.
schedule from last year.
You beat who shows up, but
Look at
are
Tom
they
Brady with
not
that speed.
bad teams? You can't sit here and tell me because they're 9-3 beating bad teams that they are a true contender for a championship.
Well,
Is Dallas bad now?
I can't.
Dallas is getting better.
It's
do
better
I
than-
think? Do I think they're championship contenders? No.
look, it's better than them being 0-3 losing to the Giants.
Exactly.
This is true. And
Losing
I
to
was
bad
at
teams.
that game
Losing to
person.
bad
I
teams.
was in person. I watched that debacle.
Yeah, it's better than
I
that.
watched them blitz absolutely no one, and they had Eli looking like all-pro, Super Bowl MVP.
Right.
Eli Manning, I was like, this is not real. This can't not be. Y'all are really saying they contenders?
Yeah.
Who, the Texans?
Lamar Miller
Contenders
was
versus
running for 100
pretenders,
yards
y'all
a
saying
game, yes.
contenders.
Yeah,
definitely.
could happen.
Yeah.
Amar, you saying contender.
I'm saying definite contender.
DRC, you saying contender. Contender or pretender?
Contender.
Come on, pretender or contender?
I give them contention.
Yeah, the only thing that worries me about them is offensive line. That's the only thing.
Out of
As
your
long as
mind.
You out of your
So-
mind. Who's better than them
As long as we do not
in
go
the
to
AFC?
the Patriots,
All they have to do is go to
The
the AFC.
as long
Patriots?
as we don't
The
go
Patriots
there,
are going to come here.
The
they
Chiefs?
can come here and it's a totally different game. The Chiefs,
I don't know.
The
The
Steelers?
Chiefs are more pretenders than me.
Steelers aren't better.
The Steelers are not better.
You don't think the Steelers are
All you
better?
got to do is hit number 30 in the mouth. They are
Yeah,
done.
I don't think they're a better team. No,
What?
I think they are the Steelers and that mystique.
What if the Steelers lose? Then what?
If they lose what?
Tonight.
If they lose tonight, that don't mean nothing.
Why don't?
How does it mean anything?
That means Baltimore's 1 game behind them.
That's fine.
Yeah,
The
With
quarterback's
still
going
having
for
to play.
126.
That's fine.
yeah, but he's rushing for 100 yards too.
We all know the playoffs is something
Yeah,
completely
but he's rushing for
different.
100 yards too.
And as I imagine we all are, being former Oilers fans, we definitely know.
Hey,
What does
dude,
that mean?
We all know that.
We
the
didn't see
playoffs-
first round buys.
You gotta
Yeah, I
get
know.
there, bro. You gotta get there.
Hey,
You can't think
we
that.
all
We didn't
know-
see 32-point leads.
Cannot
Then
think
that
about
old
That was
Joe
in
Montana
Buffalo.
comes in.
I was in Buffalo. And look at this guy.
Well, no, what about
Look,
the old school
look,
Joe
look,
Montana?
Look at this guy.
Who is this guy?
This Patrick Mahomes.
You do not need Hunt, bro.
Look at
No,
this
you
guy.
need Hunt because in the playoffs you have to run the ball.
You definitely have to run the ball.
You
You
have to
can't-
run the ball
Y'all
in
are
the
acting
playoffs.
like there won't be a running back there. There
There
will
won't
be a
be.
Yeah, there'll be
effective
somebody.
running back.
But it won't be the same.
Yeah, they could
threat.
put me back there, but I ain't Kareem Hunt.
He wasn't the
I'd be a running
main
back.
threat on the team.
He wasn't what?
He wasn't the main threat on the team.
the main running
He's
back.
a big threat on the team, though.
Yeah, he's a
Yes,
huge
he's
threat
a
on the
big
team.
threat on the team. But
Yes.
he wasn't the main threat. You still have to deal with the main problem.
Yeah, but when one piece of that puzzle's missing, like Mahomes isn't going to have anybody to rely on just so you can come and just hand the ball off to him. It's not going to be big plays throughout the playoffs.
Oh, man, can
Who
we
was
turn
that
it up?
again?
Can we turn that up?
DRC, get the...
So even if he gets signed, he has to do his time on the commissioner's exempt list.
Yes, he's
Yeah,
not going to
yeah.
play for a year.
He's not going
and
to
a
play.
half at least.
That's why, like,
That's the real reason they released him?
yeah.
Because they're going to be paying for somebody who can't play?
He's going to be
They're probably not going to be paying him because he's got a morals clause in that contract. There's a
No,
morals
I'm saying,
clause
is
in
that why they released him so they don't have to pay for somebody who's not playing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Why would they keep him on? They could just re-sign him again.
I don't know. 'Cause I thought when you're on the commissioners list, though,
You still get paid. Actually, you are. You're supposed to still, right.
It's
How?
not from the team. It's not the team's cap hit. So
Because you're not cut off the team, so you still get paid. You're not cut off the team. You just cannot play, so they still have to pay you because you're still under contract.
I think it depends on whatever.
You can't come to the facility. You can't even converse with the team.
Yeah, I mean, but there's a morals clause in your contract, so,
The NFL has a morals clause in the
Yeah,
contract?
everybody's contract has a
Or
morals
teams
clause.
have individual
Teams have
morals
morals clauses. You can't go out and embarrass us, and I know domestic violence has to be in there. Okay, if you get caught kicking a white woman,
that's where
probably at the
Is
top.
that what it's about?
Yes, you can't do that.
you get caught putting
I
hands
don't
and
know
feet.
though,
to
man,
snowflake,
because
man.
You get
remember
caught putting hands and feet on a woman.
how many times was Ben Roethlisberger charged with, well, not charged,
What is Ben Roethlisberger?
Yeah, I know.
accused
What
of,
is Ben Roethlisberger?
what you trying to say, Radio Raheem? What you trying to say? You know what I mean.
Well, no, you know what? But Roethlisberger, that happened before the Me Too time. So
This is true.
Roethlisberger dodged a hell of a bullet that his
And
stuff
that
came
happened
down when it
before
came.
all of that other stuff. The
The Ray Rice, any of
commissioner,
that.
just the lockout, the everything.
Yeah, Ben got all that,
Yeah, he got lucky.
all that GHB out of his system.
Yeah, he got lucky. He
I
got
mean, remember
real, real
Janikowski
lucky.
got caught with GHB. I don't know what he was gonna do with it. Yeah. Okay. So man, that hour. I told you that I was gonna go fast.
Hey,
No, I
hey,
goes fast.
hey,
Because we got so much more to talk about.
If
But,
we get enough people
Hey,
listening, man,
hit us up
we
on
can expand
Twitter.
it.
Let us know what y'all's sports concerns are.
yeah, please. If you want some topics for the show, hit us up on Instagram.
Y'all want to? Hey, we don't
Twitter,
care if they
at the
could be
Garage
local,
Apartment.
they could be
Yeah.
national, they could be regional.
Yeah,
It's
because
whatever. We'll indulge into some Louisiana football.
Louisiana, is that the same
football.
thing as Louisiana football?
yeah.
Boy,
I mean,
Mama, I'm trying, Mama, I swear.
Larry Jones went to this funky military, went to Jack Yates High School.
Wait a minute.
he just used that as a pejorative.
You will not
You should have seen his.
disrespect the world renowned.
You should have seen his English paper.
The one and yeah, that's right. You sure should have seen mine. You know what it said? Outstanding job, young sir.
Says the guy that went to Machine Gun High School.
Know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Crazy little children.
Hey,
Forgive me, Lord.
hey.
I know that's a touchy subject.
You know, that's right. Y'all will not be disrespectful and dismissive on this.
I'm not. I'm just saying. Like that's somebody throwing some stones.
Y'all will
Hamar
not.
just said, "Don't diss the yard." You're gonna have trouble next time you see Hamar.
That boy gonna sing you to death. He gonna sing you down
It's
to
in
the
all
ground.
caps, with 3 exclamation points.
Tell him,
Yates
say
people don't
why.
play by
Tell
that.
him, Mama.
So,
Tell him.
So I never.
here.
Class of '97. So that's an even. Ooh, that's y'all the same age. Y'all almost the same height. I think we can sanction that thing, y'all.
Yeah, we can.
Class of '97.
That could be our first event.
Ding, ding,
First
ding.
live
Put them
event.
up.
Hey, 97 is the year I was.
What? Whoa,
Oh, yeah.
whoa. Please, let us in, sir. You were what?
I was what? All American.
Yeah, you were all American.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
But what school did you attend?
Hey, I attended the school that had the mighty state team of the Wheatley Wildcats.
This is true. and Walter Rams and Madison Marlins.
Okay.
And
What was this campus
I
called?
went to multi-student high.
Wow, you talking about Yates? What was this campus called?
they called the JY Rejects. That's what they was called.
And how did you wind up there?
Hey, being crazy and nice.
Hey, you will not. I gotta stop. You will not disrespect my brother.
I'm not
in this
disrespecting
manner.
him.
You will not act that way as
Hey,
if
all
he
we
was
got
not.
to say is 1979 with him.
Whoa.
That was the last time Bel Air beat Lamar.
Oh,
It's so long ago. That can't be right.
was like 1979. What does that mean?
It's true.
Yeah, it does.
As Keith Jones.
I know. He was there, right? Keith was like a freshman.
Exactly.
Shout out to Keith.
That's what's so crazy about
As
it. Yeah.
Keith
Yeah,
Jones.
we
Well,
did not have one quarterback come through there at that time.
I don't think that. I honestly don't think God wants us to win that game.
Because they was playing baseball. Wasn't Chuck Knobloch there playing baseball then?
Chuck Knobloch. No, that was after Ray Knobloch was coaching. That was way. It's been that long. Ray Knobloch was coaching when last time we beat him. So
man.
yeah, what was that? Was it Gerald Ford was in office? So, yeah, it's all kind of sadness. But I'm just convinced God doesn't want us to win that game. Anyway, we can talk about the high school sports later.
It was great first
Appreciate
show.
you joining
Congratulations,
in.
fellas. We just popped it.
Oh, we just popped what?
We just popped it.